There's been many relationships broken up because of her.
Peter Weber and Victoria Fuller's hometown date was a doozy.
Okay. I know that you're a great guy, and I don't think that you deserve what you're on a date with right now.
What? You know Victoria?
I do. I actually used to be friends with her.
Yeah, on Monday night's episode of The Bachelor, Pete the pilot's ex-girlfriend, Merissa Pence, showed up to warn him about Victoria.
Just, can I say some advice?
Yeah.
Just be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm from here, and I just know, like, what a good guy you are, and I would hate for, like, any of who you are to be affected by somebody else. So that's really all I'll say, but
okay.
I know.
Let's rewind. Peter and Merissa dated for about 6 months back in 2012. Years later, Merissa met Victoria in Virginia Beach after she moved there from LA, and needless to say, Merissa, not exactly a fan of Victoria.
I still had my complications with Victoria, and, you know, I always tried to get along with her, but the last night that her and I hung out before she left for The Bachelor was, like, awful.
Naturally, Peter beelined straight for Victoria, who was living that deny till you die life.
For her to say that's very disappointing. I haven't broken up any relationships, so what relationship did she say that I break up?
But Peter seemed to be taking Marissa's warning pretty seriously.
She didn't give me details, but these are her words. These are her words.
I am not... Okay.
And obviously you can see how that would put me in a bad headspace.
Is it just me, or do you feel like you need way more info from Merissa? Well, you're in luck, because ET chatted with Peter's ex, and she dished on why she confronted Peter with those claims about Victoria, and it's a wild ride. Starting with the very first time they met.
One of my very first encounters with her was that she was going to slash my tires because I was hanging out with one of her ex-boyfriends.
Yeah, you heard that right. She claims Victoria said she was going to slash her freaking tires. Anyway, the two ran in the same social circles, and according to Merissa, still hung out after all of that.
I still had my complications with Victoria, and, you know, I always tried to get along with her, but the last night that her and I hung out before she left for The Bachelor was, like, awful.
Marissa alleges that Victoria was bragging about being cast on the show and how it was gonna make her famous.
I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is embarrassing, and again, it, like, kind of was, it's a little awkward for me because that is my ex-boyfriend.
Cut to that hometown date in Virginia Beach. Marissa says she went there with no intentions of talking to Peter, but decided to approach him at the end of the date.
I took it upon myself to call out his name and have a conversation with him.
And she says telling Peter to be careful was her way of saying, you need to send Victoria packing.
I just wanted him to end his relationship with Victoria. I kind of knew when I found out that she was going on the show how this would play out. I was there to warn him and present facts if he asked, but I wasn't there to slander her name or say bad words or call her names. I was not there for that. That's not me. That's not who I wanted to be portrayed as.
Since all of that went down, Merissa says she's reached out to Peter, but she hasn't gotten a response. And get this, she also bumped into Victoria.
Yeah, we had a semi-confrontation at one of the local bars here a couple weekends after she got back from The Bachelor. She had, like, yelled across the bar, like, you're a loser, to me and my group of friends, which is like, those words do not hurt me, and, you know, I was confident in what I did.
Awkward! This season of The Bachelor really is the gift that just keeps on giving, and you can count on ET to be right here to bring you all the highlights. Until next time, I'm Hallie Stevens. See you soon.